Hello everyone, my name is Vipra Joshi and I am an assistant professor in St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management in Electrical Engineering Department. Today I am going to deliver a lecture on subject of basic electrical engineering. In this video I will be explaining Kirchhoff law, KVL and KCL. It is unit 1 topic of semester 2. First is, what is Kirchhoff law? Kirchhoff law describes current in a node and voltage around a loop. These two laws are the better foundation of advanced circuit analysis. Kirchhoff has two laws. First KCL, Kirchhoff current law, and KVL, Kirchhoff voltage law. These laws are first derived by Robert Kirchhoff, and hence these two are also referred as Kirchhoff law. Here some circuit definition. What is node? Any point where two or more circuit elements are connected together is called node. Generally, wire usually have negligible resistance because there is very small voltage drop. Each node has one voltage with respect to ground. If we see here, this is node 1 and this is node 2 and this is node 3. And a circuit element between two nodes. This element between two nodes is called branch. In this, resistance are connected between two nodes. This is called branch. And loop, a collection of branch that form a closed path returning to the same node without going through any other node or branch twice. This is a loop. It forms a closed path like that and ending to the same node from where it is start. It start from here and returning to the same node. This is called loop. Now at first I will explaining KCL, Kirchhoff current law. Kirchhoff current law or KCL for the network analysis. It is also known as Kirchhoff first law. According to KCL, the algebraic sum of all the branch current at given node is 0. It is all instant of time. We can say that at any node or a junction. This is node or junction. At any node or a junction in the network, the sum of the current flowing into the node is equal to the sum of all the currents flowing out of that node. So, let's understand it by taking an example. Let we have node in a network. We have node in a network. Here is 4 current I1, I2, I3 and I4 in the 4 branch respectively. As you can see, this current I1 is and I4 are entering into node. I1 and I4 are entering in the node and I2 and I3 are outgoing current, or we can say are leaving the node. So here we use following sign convention that whenever the current is entering to the node, we consider it is as positive current. It means plus I1 and I4, and we will consider negative current if it is leaving to the node. It means here leaving current is I2 and I3. So according to the law, we know that the algebraic sum of all incoming current means here we write the equation I1 plus I4 equal to the outgoing current. So we can say here the equation become I1 plus I4 equal to I2 plus I3. We can say that according to the KCL, Kirchhoff current law, the total current or charge entering a junction or node is exactly equal to the current leaving to the nodes. So no charge is lost within the nodes. It can also be stated as the sum of all the currents in the network of a conductors meeting at a node is equal to 0. Here node is denoted by this and I is the current. This is node and it has 5 branch. I1, I4 and I5 are incoming current and I3 and I2 are outgoing current. So if we put these currents are according to the KCL, the equation become I1 minus I2 minus I3 plus I4 plus I5 equal to 0. And same for this figure. Here is one node and 3 branch. I1, I2, I3, all 3 currents are incoming. So the equation become I1 plus I2 plus I3 equal to 0. Now the second law is KVL, Kirchhoff voltage law. It states that in any closed loop network, the sum of the EMF voltage in any closed loop is equal to the sum of potential drop in that loop. It means we can say KVL is the algebraic sum of all the potential difference in a loop is always equal to the 0. Again, the important concept here, algebraic sum and what is meaning of closed circuit. Algebraic sum means the sum of all voltages. Means if here is voltage V1, E1, E2. So the sum of all voltage and also is V2. So the sum of all voltages is called algebraic sum and this is a closed circuit. Let's understand the KVL. KVL it's understood by this electrical circuit. Here we contain two voltage. In this circuit we have two voltage E1 and E2. In this circuit we have two voltage source E1 and E2 and two element R1 and R2. So now here this component could be resistor and capacitor or inductor, and voltage according to these two elements. Here is element R resistance. So these two elements, the voltage across this is V1 and V2. So according to KVL, if we move around the electrical circuit and add the voltage that is come across the each elements of the circuit, then the algebraic sum is 0. Let us say we are moving in clockwise direction. Starting from here, the first element is E2. Here we start from this source. Here the first element is E1. We are moving to negative potential to positive potential. We follow the sign convention like that. When moving from negative to positive terminal for any element, there is rise in potential. We will take positive voltage sign. If we go positive terminal to negative terminal, we can take voltage as negative sign. For this circuit, if we apply the KCL, we take the potential of this terminal. If we take the potential of this terminal, then it is necessary that we take potential of this terminal of all elements. According to this law, if we apply this law in this circuit, we found that the equation become E1 plus V1 minus V2 minus E2 equal to 0. And we can say E1 plus V1 equal to V2 plus E2. Here some application of Kirchhoff law. First, they can be used to analyze any electrical circuit. And second is computation of current and voltage of complex circuit. Some limitation of Kirchhoff law are the assumption that there is no fluctuating magnetic field in a closed loop. It works in this assumption. Electrical field and EMF could be induced which cause the Kirchhoff loop rule the break in presence of variable magnetic field. It can't be applied for a variable magnetic field. We will discuss some example if we take positive sign for outgoing current and negative for incoming current. The question is, write KCL on node A and find IT means total current. Here is node A and IT is current in this branch. We see that for node A, I1 is incoming current and I3 is also incoming current and I2 is outgoing current. If we apply KCL for this circuit, the equation become minus IT plus I1 minus I2 plus I3 equal to 0. Here we take positive sign for outgoing current and negative sign for incoming current. So by this the total current is I3 equal to I1 minus I2 plus I3. So an application of KCL is to be combined current source in parallel into the equivalent circuit. It means if we make equivalent circuit, for that the current IT equal to I1 minus I2 plus I3. We calculate the IT current and we take for that equivalent circuit node A and node B and total IT. So it is denoted by current source element. Now we take second example. Here is a electrical circuit. We see that here is one battery and here is V1 voltage, V2 voltage, V3, V4 and V5. So if we apply KVL for that circuit, at first we mark the circuit direction. Here we take clockwise direction. If we apply the rule of KVL, we take this sign for V1, means first entering node. So it is necessary we take the sign of first element for all the elements in this circuit. So if we apply the KVL, the equation become minus V1 plus V2 plus V3 minus V4 plus V5 equal to 0. And we can say V1 plus V3 plus V5 equal to V1 plus V4. Here the another example is find out V1 and V2 using KVL. This is a electrical circuit. Here the source is voltage source is 20 volt and two elements are connected here, resistance R1 and R2. The value of resistance R1 is 2 ohm and the value of resistance R2 is 3 ohm. Here we consider the voltage drop across resistance R1 is V1 and resistor R2 is V2. And for solving this circuit, we take clockwise direction for current. And the current in this circuit denoted by I. Okay. Now if we write equation for this circuit, it become minus 20 plus V1 plus V2 equal to 0. We know that V is equal to I into R. So V1 is the voltage of this element. Here V is equal to I into R. Here the current is I and R is 2 ohm. So we can write V1 is equal to 2 into I and V2 equal to 3 into I. We take the value of current is I because it is unknown. So if we put 2I and 3I in equation 1, this equation become minus 20 equal to 2I plus 3I equal to 0 and 3 plus 2 equal to 5. So we can write that 5I equal to 20 volt. And by this we find I equal to 4 ampere. If we put the value of I in this equation, so we find the value of V1 is 2 into I. Here I equal to 4 ampere. 2 into 4 equal to 8 volt. And same as V2 equal to 12 volt. So here the value of V1 and V2 in this voltage means the voltage drop across first 2 ohm resistance is 8 volt and 3 ohm resistance is 12 volt. Thank you.